Case file number 001, The Scar of Silence, Buenos Aires, Argentina. Format, Survivor Letter Dossier. First contact, May 7th, 2020. It begins with a letter slid under a clinic door in Palermo. 3 pages, looping hand, no return address. The first line reads, "I think I am disappearing. It is signed, Lucía." Lucía is 24, a dancer rehearsing for a national tour. The studio is her cathedral. Mirrors are her weather. She meets Andrés between rehearsals, where he speaks in fragments and pauses like doorways. She fills the pauses with her life. He offers very little back. This is how the crown is forged, not with words, but with space. At first, the quiet feels sacred. Then it grows teeth. Andrés vanishes for days, appears at the perimeter, a doorway, a street corner, a table across a cafe, watching, not speaking. The absence becomes louder than presence. Lucía's notes from June describe nights spent replaying conversations until dawn, searching for sins she cannot name. By July, the ritual shifts. The trip to Mar del Plata. You're misremembering. The scene at the bar. That never happened. The story of a fight. You invented it. Individually, the denials are gnats. Repeated, they're a swarm that erases the sky. Lucía stops trusting her entries, then her eyes, then her spine. August, friends thin, group chats quiet. Photos where she once stood now angle wide as if the camera cannot remember her. Erasure is the quietest violence. It kills nothing and leaves you buried. Her second letter, dated September 2nd, arrives with photocopied journal pages, dated entries, receipts, a half-full disposable camera. The tone shifts from pleading to clinical, an inventory of a life trying not to vanish. The therapist replies by mail, invites Lucía to bring someone she trusts. She brings her brother. They speak of boundaries, of records, of not arguing with ghosts. For a time, the ritual loses heat. Lucía sleeps, she eats, she laughs once and writes it down, proof that it happened. Then November arrives with an empty hallway where a friend should be, a party she isn't invited to, a message forwarded without her name. She writes, "If I am not spoken, am I real?" The therapist underlines, "Yes, speak yourself." She tries. December. Andrés appears at a holiday gathering, retells a story that once belonged to her, now perfected to his benefit. The room laughs on cue. Lucía feels the floor tilt. She stands, says simply, "That isn't true." The room stills. He smiles without lips. On her way home, she buys a box of envelopes and stamps. January 2021. Lucía mails her third packet. Voice transcriptions, dated notes, 3 photographs of places she went alone with a description of the weather. The dossier reads like scripture. In the margin she has penciled, "If I do not remember me, paper will." There is a meeting planned for February the 12th. She does not arrive. The clinic calls. No answer. Her brother stops by her apartment. The plants are watered, bed made, suitcase absent. On the counter sits a new notebook, first page dated, blank lines waiting. 3 weeks later, a final envelope arrives from Bariloche. No return. Inside, a single page. "I rented a room by the lake. It is quiet here. I am learning the names of the mountains. I do not know if I am escaping or dissolving. Perhaps both. If I vanish, let it be by my choosing. Below, a pressed blue flower. No signature. The file is closed, subject missing. Not presumed dead, presumed unwitnessed. In the absence of a witness, the ritual wins by default. Or maybe Lucía wins, choosing a geography larger than his silence. The archive does not decide. If your name is thinning in the mouths of others, if your pages look like strangers wrote them, heed this. Some rituals break, some you walk out of without an audience. For the deeper cartography of these patterns and the defenses mortals have carved against them, consult the Codex, 20 Gates of Forbidden Knowledge.